television. I'm Mrs. Schlag from Mossy Oaks Elementary, and I'm the math coach there. Today, we'll be doing math in the real world. The standards we'll be covering are second grade ATO 1 and first grade ATO 1, which both deal with problem solving real-world math problems. Our learning objective today is I can solve addition or subtraction real-world word problems using the cubes strategy. Before we get into the lesson, let's review the book, Those Shoes. Mrs. Kirkpatrick read this book to you in an earlier lesson. The publisher of Those Shoes is Candlewick Press. The author is Mary Beth Boltz, and the illustrator is Noah Z. Jones. Remember in the book, Those Shoes, Jeremy wants to get the black shoes with the white stripes. His grandma takes Jeremy to Rerun Thrift Shop to look for those shoes. They find them, but they're too small for Jeremy. He buys them with his own money anyway. But when he tries to wear them, they're uncomfortable. In the end, he ends up giving those shoes to one of his friends who also needs new shoes. Today, we are going to shop at Rerun Thrift Shop. If you have never been to a thrift shop before, it's a store that sells used items like clothing, furniture, and toys. Let's look at what's for sale at the thrift shop today. Can you find the pants? The price tag on the pants says $8. Let's find the shirt. I see the shirt, and it has $5. Can you find the chest of toys? How much are those toys? That's right, $6. How about the lamp? The lamp is $10. Good job. One more, let's find the red couch. How much is that red couch? $52. Great job. We'll be using this today to help us solve problems. But first, we're going to learn our cube strategy. Some of you may have already learned this strategy, and some of you may never have heard of it, and that's okay. It will either be a new lesson for you or a review. The cube strategy has a great song to help you remember the strategy. C-U-B-E-S, C-U-B-E-S, hi-ho, a strategy I know is C-U-B-E-S. And this song, the full song, will be available for your parents at the end of this presentation. The C in cube stands for circle the numbers. The U in cube stands for underline the question. What are we trying to figure out in this problem? B stands for box the math action words. Are we going to add or subtract? Let's look for those key words. E stands for eliminate. Is there extra information in this problem that we don't need to solve the problem? We're going to cross that off. And S stands for solve the problem and show your work. Go ahead and get a piece of paper and a pencil just before we get started on this first problem. I'm going to count to 10 while you go and get your stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I hope you're ready. Let's get started on the first problem. I always read a problem twice. So the first time we read it, you can follow along as I read it out loud. And then the second time we'll read it together. Jeremy and his grandma go to Rerun Thrift Shop. Jeremy buys a watch for $13 and his grandma buys a purse for $9. How much money did they spend in all? Okay, let's read it together. Jeremy and his grandma go to Rerun Thrift Shop. Jeremy buys a watch for $13 and his grandma buys a purse for $9. How much money did they spend in all? Let's use the cube strategy to figure out this answer. Remember, C-U-B-E-S. So we're going to start with the C. Circle the key numbers. I see the number 13. I'm going to circle 13. Do you see any other numbers? That's right, 9. So we have 13 and 9. Those are our important numbers. Next, we're going to do the U. Underline the question. How much money did they spend in all? Do you see that question at the end? We're going to underline that. That is what we're trying to figure out today in this problem. B, box the action words. We want to look for words that give us a clue as to whether or not we're going to add or subtract. And in the question it says spend in all. In all is a clue for addition. Finally, we're going to eliminate the extra information. The very first sentence is very interesting and it makes the math problem more exciting, but it's not going to help us solve the problem. So Jeremy and his grandma go to rerun thrift shop is extra information that we're going to cross off. Finally, we're going to solve the problem. So pick up that paper and pencil and get ready to solve. I'm going to use the part-whole model that you use in class to help you organize your thoughts on this problem. The first part we know is $13 for the watch. The second part is the purse was $9. So we know both parts, but what we don't know is the whole. So now we're going to have to add the two parts together to get the whole amount. So we're going to do 13 plus 9. Okay, everybody, put 13 in your head, and we're going to count on 9 more. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22. 13 plus 9 is 22. Or you can do it on your paper and pencil and add if you know how to do it that way as well. The whole number is 22. Let's see if it makes sense with our question. Our question was, how much money did they spend in all? They spent $22 in all. Great job on our first problem. Let's try our second problem. Remember, we're going to read the problem 2 times. Jeremy goes to rerun thrift shop on Wednesday. He buys a jacket for $18. He pays with a $20 bill. How much money does he get back? Let's read it together. Jeremy goes to rerun thrift shop on Wednesday. He buys a jacket for $18. He pays with a $20 bill. How much money does he get back? Let's use the cube strategy to solve this problem. What's the first step in the cube strategy? Do you remember? That's right, it's C. Circle the numbers. Look for the numbers and go ahead and give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Good. 18 and 20 are our numbers that are important. Second step, who remembers what it is? Underline the question. Do you see a question in there? How much money does he get back? Great job. Now we're going to box the action words. Are we going to add or subtract? This is going to be the clue for us. So look for a word that you think might give us a clue. Get back is a key word that he's going to be getting some of that $20 back, which means we're going to have to subtract for this problem. Finally, we want to eliminate our extra information. Do you see any information that makes this story interesting but isn't going to help us solve it? Me too. Jeremy goes to rerun thrift shop on Wednesday. Let's cross that off. Finally, we're going to solve. So we have a part-whole model again, if you want to draw that on your scrap paper. This time, we know the whole. The whole amount is $20. Jeremy only has $20 to pay, so we can't go higher than the $20. And then we know one part is the price of the jacket, which was $18. But we do not know the other part, and that's what we're going to try to figure out. So now we're going to subtract. 20, take away 18. I like to start at number 18 and count on. So put 18 in your head and start counting on 18, 19, 20. We have $2 that he is going to get back. 20 minus 18 is 2. Does that answer our question? How much money does he get back? Jeremy gets $2 back. Great job. This next problem is a little bit more challenging. Let's see if you can do it. Again, let's start by following along as I read the question. On Saturday, Grandma takes Jeremy shopping. She buys Jeremy a pair of pants and a toy. She also buys a lamp for herself. How much money did she spend in all? Let's read it together the second time. On Saturday, Grandma takes Jeremy shopping. She buys Jeremy a pair of pants and a toy. She also buys a lamp for herself. How much money did she spend in all? I'm looking at this problem and I don't see any numbers. Our first step is to circle all the numbers. We are going to have to look at the Thrift Shop page to find out our prices. Take a look at the page. Do you see the pants? How much are those pants? That's right, they're $8. Let's circle it right on this Thrift Shop store. Then he also buys a toy. How much is the toy? $6. Good job. And then Grandma buys a lamp. Let's find the lamp. How much is that lamp? $10. You got it. So we circled our numbers. We just did it on the Thrift Shop page instead of in the problem. The second step is underline your question. Good job. Find the question in the story. How much money did she spend in all? That's what we're trying to solve. Then we're going to do B, box the action words. Again, this one's like the first one, spend in all. In all tells us we need to add or subtract. That's right, we need to add for this one. And then we're going to do E, eliminate. Do you see extra information in this problem? On Saturday, Grandma takes Jeremy shopping. It gives us a detail about the story, but it does not help us solve the problem. So let's cross it off. All right, now we're going to solve it. This one has more than one step, so we're going to have to do some extra work. Our part-whole model is going to have 3 parts instead of 2. We know how much the pants are. The pants are $8. So that is one part. The toy is $6. So that's our second part. And the lamp is $10. That is our third part. But we don't know how much they spent all together. So we do not know our whole. Our math problem is going to look like this. 8 plus 6 plus 10. Now when we do a problem that has more than one number, we like to do 2 numbers at a time. So let's do 8 plus 6 first. And that's a fact you should know. So 8 plus 6 is 14. Great job. And then we're going to do 14 plus 10. So when we're doing plus 10s, we just have to change our tens place. So we're going to go 14 to 24. So 8 plus 6 plus 10 is 24. Let's see if that answers the question. How much money did she spend in all? Grandma spent $24 at the store. Great job. Great solving. Let's review our cube strategy that we learned today. Remember the song, C-U-B-E-S, C-U-B-E-S. Hi-ho, a strategy I know is C-U-B-E-S. Circle the numbers is the C. Underline the question is the U. Box the math words is the B. Eliminate extra information is the E. And then solve and show your work is your S. If you would like an extension into writing for this activity, you can use the Rerun Thrift Shop or create your own store. And write word problems for your siblings, parents, or anybody to solve. But make sure you solve it too, so that you know you did it correctly. Parents, you can scan the QR code on the screen for access to the Rerun Thrift Shop, more word problems, the Cubes poster, and the Cubes song. If you have children who need something easier or more challenging, you can change the prices to a lower or higher values to make it easier or harder for those children. That's Teaching Through Television. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.